Archaeological sources and literary sources and archaeological sources. Already you have been learned regarding the literary sources. You have been learned regarding literary sources. So now we will go towards the archaeological sources. Sources. So yeah, today we are going to study regarding the archaeological sources. Archaeological sources. So as you are knowing, literary sources are there. Literary sources, written sources. In written sources, again it has been divided into native and foreign sources. Then comes the oral sources. So these are the literary sources. So here, archaeological sources. So archaeological sources are sources which we get on the surface of the earth and on the earth crust. Both we will get on the surface of the earth we will get, as well as on the earth crust we will get. So which are the archaeological sources? Just listen. Inscription. Inscription, coins, monuments, other ruins. So these are the archaeological sources. Inscription, coins, monuments, other ruins. So even question may come for 2 marks. Name the archaeological sources. Question may come for 2 marks. Name the archaeological sources. So that you have to write these itself. Coins, inscription, coins, monuments, and other ruins. So now, archaeological sources are available on the earth's surface, of the earth, and also they are inside the earth crust. They are also there inside the earth crust in the hidden form inside the earth. I think you have been seeing in the Facebook and in TV during the construction work. We have been got some monuments, some idols, and some coins we have been secured. So these all are nothing but the archaeological sources. These all are nothing but the archaeological sources. So by digging the earth for any other purpose, for maybe construction purpose, for any other purpose, by digging, for example, how we came to know regarding the Harappan and Mohenjo-daro civilization. So by laying the railway track, while British were laying the railway track, at that time they are digging the earth. At that time they got some hard pieces, hard brick pieces. By that we came to know that there was a civilization which existed long years ago. So that is which we got from the earth crust. And on the surface of the earth, inscriptions are there, temples are there, monuments are there, forts are there. All they are on the surface of the earth. So they are the live archaeological sources. They are live archaeological sources. And even this process is being called as excavation. So searching, digging the earth to search something, it is being called as the excavation. It is being called as the excavation, digging the earth. So during the excavation, the ruins of the building, inscription, coins, terracotta pieces, bangles, seals, beads, bones pieces, metals, etc., will found. They all are the archaeological sources. They all are the archaeological sources. They all come from the archaeological sources. So these are analyzed by applying the scientific method, by understanding the life of the people of those times. By scientific methods, certain scientific methods are there to check out the for which date it is, or for which, from how many years back this particular has been witnessed. The scientific methods are there. So in that, archaeological sources, first we'll study regarding the inscription. So inscriptions means engraved, written. Inscriptions are written on the stone, rocks, metal, ivory, terracotta, and other metals which last forever. They have been not simply written; they have been engraved on the stones. I have been saying Halmidi inscription. It is the first Kannada inscription we have been found. So that has been found. That has been engraved. Halmidi inscription. That is the first Kannada inscription. Then comes the Ashoka's inscription, which we found all over India. Ashoka's inscription, and Ashoka has been called as the father of inscription also. Ashoka's inscription is being found all over India. All over India, they have been engraved. They are engraved. So Ashoka's inscription, they are found all over India. And he has been called as the father of inscription. And Ashoka's inscription, they are been in Brahmin. They have been Brahmi script. They are in Brahmi script. They are in Brahmin script. And not only Ashoka, even many other are there. Even in the all the languages of India, in all the languages, inscriptions are there. Not only in Prakrit language, Sanskrit, Kannada, Telugu, Tamil, Orissa, Bengali, Malayalam, in all the languages. Because in all the areas, the dynasties have been ruled. For example, in Tamil Nadu, Cholas were ruling, Pallavas were ruling, Karnataka, Vijayanagara, Vaisala, Kadambas, etc., were ruling. Same way in other parts of the India, they have been engraved inscriptions. And today those inscriptions are the sources for us. While studying in the earlier classes, you have been studied regarding the Pulkeshi, you have been studied. He has been engraved the inscription. Many of them, not only Pulkeshi, not only Chalukyan dynasty, many dynasties, all the dynasties, they have been engraved the inscription. So which are the sources, which are the archaeological sources for us? Even Samudragupta's Allahabad, it is in the Prakrit language, Payoda inscription, which is related to the Chalukyas, it is in Kannada language, many other. So these inscription, and one of the Cholas, one of the famous dynasty of Tamil Nadu. So Uttarameru inscriptions of the Cholas, Uttarameru inscription narrates the rural administration of the Cholas. Uttarameru inscription narrates the rural administration of the Cholas. These are the archaeological sources which we get to study regarding the past society. How was it? And this inscription, this from today, apart from this, apart not only regarding the political, by the inscription we will come to know regarding the past society. Whatever we will come to know, social, cultural, economic, educational, religious aspect are reflected in this inscription. All are reflected in this inscription. Means one inscription can give us many aspects of the past society, of the particular dynasty. One inscription will give about the many aspects of one particular dynasty. So that is the one particular thing is the terracotta. Terracotta is there. Terracotta means nothing but it is a writing which is written from the red format, red color soil, which will be last forever. I'll show it here. Terracotta means nothing but it will last forever for many years. So that is called as terracotta. So like normally ಕೆಮ್ಮಣ್ಣು ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ತಾರೆ ಗೊತ್ತುಂಟ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೆಮ್ಮಣ್ಣನ್ನು ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ತಾರೆ ಗೊತ್ತುಂಟ ಆ ಕೆಮ್ಮಣ್ಣ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಅಲ್ಲ ಟೆರಕೋಟಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕೆಮ್ಮಣ್ಣ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. Here I have been saved it, but I am not getting it now. To show for you itself I will save it, but I am not getting it now here. So here it is. So like this type format it will be. Terracotta means nothing but like this type format it will be. So writings on the stone, you can see the writings on the stone there. You can see the writings on the stone. You can see the writings on the stone. So that is been called as terracotta. ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಮ್ಮಣ್ಣು ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸಿ ಬರೀತಾರೆ ಗೊತ್ತುಂಟ ನಮಗೆ ಗೋಡೆ ಬರ ನಮ್ಮ ಡ್ರಾಯಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಗೊತ್ತುಂಟ. So that is the same thing. Terracotta means nothing but you can see the terracotta. It is the canvas which has been canvas, permanent canvas. So next we will move towards the coins. So coins, nothing but even today we use the coins. So no, even today we use the coins. So coins, these coins are very small in shape and contain many important aspects. These coins, their coins are very small in shape, but these contain many aspects. Like they are helpful in understanding the geographical extent of the ruler's kingdom who minted the coin. the extent of the kingdom, who minted the coin, who minted the coin. They also aid in knowing the language of the administration, titles that the king possessed their region, economic condition of their times, of the metal technology in wage of the particular kingdom, and some of the kings, they have been issued the coins in their own name itself, like Samudragupta playing veena, musical instrument, playing. So coins has been issued and minted the 7 different coins based on these pictures of these coins. It is also said that Samudragupta was a lover of music. By seeing that coins, we came to know that Samudragupta was a lover of the music. By seeing that coins, we came to know that Samudragupta was the lover of the music. Means in the same way, many. So who in India, which dynasty was the first to circulate, first to bring in circulation to the gold coin? So Kushana dynasty. So like that, if you go on seeing them, like that if you go on by seeing the coin, certain historians will say that this coin belongs to which dynasty, who minted it. Each and every means the past dated thing we can search. And even the Indian coins have been found in the European countries, Arab countries. Even the foreign coins have been found in India. So these are the proof that in the past, Indians had a trade relation with the foreign countries. These are the proof, evidence that the India had a trade relation with the foreign countries. Like the Roman coins, old Roman coins have been found in Bangalore. This is an example that even the India had a trade relation with the Roman countries. Even Indian coins have been found in the foreign countries. They are the example that these are the example that when India had a trade relation with the other countries. Coins, they are very useful. You will come to know that which dated the coin is been, when it has been issued, who is the king it has been minted, who is the king who has been issued it, what is the extent of the kingdom, the trade relation, socio-economic relation, each and everything will come to know from the coins. From each and everything will come to know from the coins. The past dated from the many years. Past dated from the many years will come to know. So it is a collection of coins is one of the hobby for the many collection of coins. So it will say coins are the proof. Like it is the coins are one of the most important archaeological sources. Coins are one of the most important archaeological sources. So next comes the monuments. So monuments are the major sources to write the history. Monuments are the major sources to write the history. Why monuments are the major sources to write the history? Because monuments are the live example. By seeing the monuments in each and every temple, if you go to the temple, old temple, there will be who have constructed the temple, when it was been constructed, each and everything will be dated there. It will be written. If you go to the Belur and Halebedu, by seeing the temple itself, there are many writings are there. Each and everything is been carved there. It's been engraved there. They are the proof. Monument are the live example. By seeing that particular fort, this by going to the Mysore, you'll see the palace. Who constructed this palace? Who are ruling this area? Each and everything will come to know. Well, these are the monuments are one of the best examples. So certain are the, for example, Mehrauli Iron Pillar, which is near Delhi. So I think for many years it has been not rusted. That iron pillar has been not 365 days. It will be outside itself. So in summer season, rainy season, winter season, it will be outside itself. But still it has been not rusted. So this is the one of the what the technology our ancient they were been using. What technology our ancient were been using. So that we can say. And for the construction purpose, here many temples are there. Many temples, forts are being constructed. So today, many temples are there which are being constructed. So tall temples are there, towers are there. Gopuram karike, towers are there. So how the stones are being picked to that top? Today cranes are there, modern instruments are there to take the heavy things. But in those days, what was the source? Or what was the instrument they have been using? So these all things means these are the things which we have used. They had a sound technology. Which has been used in the past. So by seeing those monuments, we'll come to know that our ancestors, they had a sound technology, and technology, economic growth, scientific knowledge, creativity has been achieved during those days. Why the creativity has been achieved? Because today, to lift the hard things. To lift the hard thing, modern instruments are there. Cranes are there. Even the other modern instruments. But in those days, what were those days? There are no such instrument. But how? Our past ancestors, they have been very creative. They have been very creative. So today those temples have been live example. Temples, masjid, mosque, church, etc. Whatever it may be, they are the live example for us. They are the live example that our ancestors, they have been creative. They have been creative. So here, so monuments are the monuments are the major sources to write history. Monuments are the major sources to write history. Why they are the major sources? Because monuments throw light on the contemporary religious aspect, technology, economic growth, scientific knowledge, and creativity achieved. So monuments are the major sources to view history or to write history. So temples have been built. Many temples have been built because in the past, in the ancient, because it shows regarding their religion. It shows regarding their religion, which religion they followed, how religious they were. And whatever the temples have been constructed, they are not a small temple. They have been constructed a big temple. It's a big temples which have been used the big blocks, rock blocks itself. How those rock blocks have been taken? That is the creativity they have been achieved. Means those people, the ancient people, they are creative. So next come the other ruins. So based on the various places, based on the various pieces of terracotta, bangles, beads, seals, during the examination, one can understand the socio-cultural, economical, political, and religious life of the then people. So not only this, even we can understand the food habits and the pattern of business of those times by applying the carbon 14. So it is one of the most thing here. By applying the C14, it is carbon 14, radioactive. Radioactive carbon. Applying the radioactive carbon C14. Applying the radioactive carbon C14. Dating procedure on the biological ruins, dead animals, birds, and trees found in these sites. One can achieve the accurate period of the ruins. So Buddha's stuffs came to light during the excavation at Sanati in Yadgiri district and Rajagatta of Doddaballapur Taluk. In the excavation conducted at the Arkamedu of Patna in Tamil Nadu, a large number of evidence were found that speaks the commercial contact between South India and the Romans. So these carbon 14, it is nothing but carbon 14. So here C14, radioactive carbon. So this should be done only to the biological fossil, trees, birds, plants, and animals. In every being, that the C14 and the C12 will be present in the equal amount. After the death of the living being, C12 remains constant, but the C14 starts losing its volume. It loses half of the C14 by the 5,700 years. If one can estimate the level of the C12 and the C14, one can estimate the accurate age of the fossil. Fossils which are 10,000 years old can also be identified using the carbon dating method. So for this, I'll give a small example. So I think you guys, you are knowing regarding the dinosaurs. I think. Yes, you have been well versed regarding the dinosaurs. Dinosaurs. But how you came to know regarding dinosaurs? By seeing the films, somewhat in the sticker, etc. You came to know regarding the dinosaurs. But dinosaurs, when I was in the high school, primary, at that time, first time the people came to know regarding the dinosaurs. So during the time of the excavation, digging the ground for the other purpose, a scientist or the historians, they found a large skeleton, a big skeleton. By applying the carbon 14, they came to know that a large animal was living in the past. and the scientists or the historians, they gave it name, they gave the name, it as the dinosaurs, and the whole world came to know regarding the dinosaurs. So like this means how the archaeological sources help, how archaeological sources help to know the history. Even the other views are the which are being pieces of the bangle, it may be bones of the animals which have been buried, which have been in the inner crust of the earth. Anything, seals, beads, bones of the animals, bangles, stones, etc. Whatever it may be. If the carbon C14 has been in the C14 dating procedure is applied, we can recognize or we can identify. So it belongs to which dating? It belongs to which dating? So this is regarding the archaeological sources. This is regarding the archaeological sources. So question answers, I'll send it to if you want. If those who want to try to solve the question answers, if already I have been discussed in the physical classroom. So those who want question answers, just to ping a message. So I'll send a message. I'll send you what in WhatsApp. I'll send you the question answers. Those are not coming to school. Now, any doubt regarding this particular concept, you can ask me.